Yeah,
there he is.
Look at the cresticles.
Yeah, he just put his cresticles right on.
Cresticles, but he's not a crested gecko.
Yeah. Some of those snakes are so cool. And in order for this drum right here, look at that. That drum right there to work. All right, it's time to drain my entire pond and flood the yard. Let's do it.
Yeah, 3 stores, all the heaters.
We bought 3 local pet stores. Every single heater they have. It's also like totally not a fire hazard. All right, whatever's left in the bottle is going in. Here you go, buddies. I love watching the cichlids eat. One of my favorite fish we got in the fish building. They just go crazy. Now that it's crystal clear, you can even watch them from the side. So cool to watch. What is going on, Cuffaros? Welcome back to another video. Today is another one of those days where when you own a big old fish pond, things happen, and unfortunately, you know, we've been working on this problem with the ick in here. We've treated the water multiple times. We have lost a couple fish. Unfortunately, a couple arowanas, Raphael, catfish, peacock. Seeing the fish in here not doing good is the feeling on planet Earth, especially because they're literally like my kids. I'm here every single day, taking care of them, feeding them. If you own fish, you know how I'm feeling right now, especially with the stress levels. I mean, they are top tier. If you want me to be specific, I've probably spent over $100,000 on just this project right here. Dumping everything right back into this, and then this happens is the feeling on planet Earth. So I'm not saying that for you to feel bad for me at all. I'm just saying that because I'm pretty open with you guys. So today I say emergency because it is. The catfish in specific, everything is literally doing amazing other than the catfish. Like, as you can see, Oscars, koi fish, everything is doing great. The pacu right there, all those fish are doing amazing. Knife fish, they're all doing great. It's the red tail catfish. So we have 2 platinums and 1 regular red tail. And they have that red on their head, and that is from the cold water. So people are probably thinking to themselves, Paul, why don't you buy a heater? Well, I have a darn heater. But that heater pulls a lot of wattage. This right here is a trench. And we could all blame it on the county because the county will not let me finish that without general contractor's permit on that. So unfortunately, my fish are in the cold right now. Not cold, I say cold, it's literally 76 degrees, but I'm talking it needs to be killed by like 85-degree water. Fish love the hot water anyway. It needs to be just boom, killed immediately, and the heat does that. This is an ick medicine that you put in every single day. I've been doing that. This stuff works great. It's worked magic in the past for multiple people that I know, including myself. I mean, we have the most bad filtration system you can literally buy on the market. Beneficial bacteria right here, so all this media is gonna have to stay alive. So what we're about to do in just a little bit, we're actually gonna have to run a pipe up to there because I can't run this because I'm about to lower the water. And in order for this drum right here, look at that. That drum right there to work and actually do its job, which is self-clean everything in the pond, the water has to be above these 2 holes right here. And I'm lowering the water so that I only have about 1,000 gallons. And then I'm gonna throw a bunch of heaters in the water so that I can at least get the water hot until these dang electricians get here to finish the job. Nothing against the electricians, by the way. I met them both. Dope guys, just they can't do their work until permits are pulled. And permit process, if anyone knows how the county works, they're on their own time. If you remember, the fish were really well in here. This is the 3,600 gallon up front that we were gonna be putting koi fish in and stuff like that that are okay with the cold. This pond, they were doing great in, but right before that cold front, I had moved them to the 55 because it got like 30 degrees, the coldest Florida's been in over 30 years type stuff. So I had to get them out of there, and we were putting them in the 55, and at the time, they were doing great. They were doing fantastic. Unfortunately, ick was introduced to the pond in some which way, we don't know, which then led to everything just slowly getting sick. I'm tired, that's a lot of explaining. I have a bin right there, a pump right here, some 2-inch PVC. Remember, the water is gonna be under those holes. It cannot run the drum filter. And then I have to get a pump, a separate pump to go up and into the media so it keeps the media alive. And at least these fish have, you know, official bacteria side of things going. My head's gonna explode! Let's get to work so we can save as many fish as we possibly can. All right, it's time to drain my entire pond and flood the yard. Let's do it. All right. Now that step 1 is done, that is in. Hey Beast, what's going on, buddy? All right, bye. So I have been talking to Kevin, my friend that set up this giant filter for me, and of course Rodrigo as well. They said, don't even bother putting the filter floss or anything in this tub for now. We just want that to circulate the water. The most important thing is we want that to have a pump going into it so that it can come right back out. And at least these fish have that flowing. David is currently driving to like 4 or 5 different pet stores to pick up all the heaters that we're gonna need to heat the water, because you only can find them up to like 80 gallons in a store. We need like literally 12 of them. The water's still draining out right now.
With a trash can.
Yep.
Just pump up into the bio.
And then
That's it,
essentially that's doing both.
Yes.
Okay, all right, perfect, thank you. All right, just got off the phone with Kevin. The water is going to stay murky regardless because it's getting medicated right now. Instead of doing literally what I just did, I was like, wait a second, I could literally have that exactly inside that. So that's doing not only the beneficial bacteria side of things, but it's also bringing water in and then pushing water back out, circulating and filtering the water as well. So we're just gonna literally pump a pump straight up to that, into there, which saves a lot of time. Now my yard is getting completely flooded, but what it does do is provides a little provides a little stream for the ducks. And they love it, because it's probably like much colder than the water they're having there. And they just sit there and walk their feet through it, dip their nose in it. They love it. That right there is gonna go extended high enough to get up and over that filter. All right, this is exactly what we're working with here. We added just this middle part. We're gonna do 2 couplings right here, glue those on, and then it extended this all the way up. This was an existing pump and PVC that I had connected from the old trash can before we did that filter. As you can see, water is still draining out. What a hectic morning. I know we're gonna get through this though. It's just taking a lot of work, and that's part of having I guess, all this water. It's not like a 500-gallon pond or a smaller aquarium. If something happens, it's so easy to heat up and fix, right? When it's something this big and this mass amount of water, it's always a bigger problem. But I know I got you guys behind me, and we're gonna get through it. David is on his way home. He's ran to the hardware store and the pet stores, got the heaters and all the couplings and everything we need, glue. Shout out to David for the help. I mean, geez, this is a teamwork thing for sure. Once he gets back home, we will connect all of this, put it in the pond, and get that flowing, get the heaters in, get the yada yada yada, and we should be good, I believe. Stay tuned to find out, I guess. So we want that pump right there. Once the pump starts flowing, it'll just fill this up over into here. This is an overfill straight out into the pond again. David is back with, oh my goodness, you bought what, 3 local stores out of all their heaters?
Yeah, 3 stores, all the heaters.
We bought 3 local pet stores, every single heater they have. Each of these is like 80, 100 gallons of water. We bought them all. We bought every single store. Oh goodness. We're good on the water depth. I think we're about like a foot, which is like 4 inches over the puck, who's back with the widest fish in there. We got all of the heaters right here. A lot of these different heaters. And what we need to do is actually, if you look closely, you can set the temperature. Watch that red bar raise all the way to 93. We can drop it back down to 79. So all these different heaters could do that. Obviously, you set it to the temperature you want. We're gonna go around 85. If I set these all to 85, it probably won't ever hit 85. It's just gonna get it very hot. All the heaters are set to the temperature of what we need them to be at. And now, a lot of wire work, that's about it. It's gonna be kind of boring to watch, so. Also, like, totally not a fire hazard. All right?
Definitely not.
Yeah. I think we're good. We'll be fine. Code enforcement comes in, checks on this, we're good.
We're good.
We are chilling. This
golden.
is top-notch general contractor type right here. You wanna hand me the pump? Before I plug this pump in and we finish up everything we had to do for the fish today, I did go to a reptile show yesterday, and I have to show you the footage. Some of those snakes are so cool. Crazy looking. If that thing flew at me, I'm telling you, I'm running so fast. Oh yeah, Mongo snakes. These are some big ones right here. Look at that coloration. Super pastel sandblast, 100% het pied, born in 2021. Dude, born in 2021, thing's 2 years old. Look how big it is. Look at these. Gio, this is up your alley right here.
This right here is actually the biggest gecko species in the world.
I like that.
That's actually my favorite color combo, that red and white.
There's kits to start your own reptile stuff. There's ball pythons, a lot of ball pythons and a lot of geckos. A lot of that stuff I've seen so far. It seems like it's very gecko and python-y. The amount of variety on these tables, hundreds of different snake species, let alone the species, the amount of money that's in front of me, 200, 250, 300, 1,000, 500. There's a lot of money inside this convention right here. There he is.
Look at the cresticles.
Yeah, he just put his cresticles right on.
Cresticles, but he's not a crested gecko.
I I'll tell you what, Aquatic and Exotic really stole the show. Gio, you need these for the geckos, bro.
I know, bro. I know.
Like all these little separate boop, bing. Hello, anyone home? I need some of those if I ever had reptiles. I would need some of these. If I had all these in the fish building lit up, what do you think about that?
What are you gonna put in it, Paul?
Dude, I would love to have reptiles.
We all want to know what you're gonna put in it if you get this.
I'm gonna put you in there.
Anthony could fit in there. Anthony, get in.
Get it. Let's do a family thing, y'all. Let's get everything. All I bought so far was this plastic bin to put mealworms in. Oh yeah.
Oh no, that one's so cute. Put it away, put it away.
Those are tasty looking ones.
Look how cute. It looks like the one I wanted. That
You
was
can't look how
alive in
cute
the
they are. They're all
basket.
cute. Those are meals right there.
Make sure you chew it well.
Yeah. We'll take those ones. Thank you, sir. Look at all those mice. All right, so I'm not leaving empty-handed. I got a mealworm container. We're gonna put a bunch of mealworms in it. And then I got 500 large crickets, which I'm gonna make a container for, and a bunch of rats for Cornelius. This man, Gio, and his geckos, he literally does not leave the gecko tables alone. Just walks around. Dude.
Get me out of here, bro.
Whatever's left in the bottle is going in. Cuffaro's. What a action-packed day. We got all the heaters plugged in. We had to run a bunch of extension cords to make them work, but they're on. Hopefully the water's gonna heat up. Everything will be good. And yeah, we got the, as you can see, we have our pump plugged in. It is now flowing into the active, you know, the media. Wish our fish luck. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.